Hey guys, Jacob here. Gonna record a video. I was trying to record a video just a couple minutes ago, but my laptop was being retarded, so all I did was attack with that ship and move that fucking infantry, and then attack that Indian ship. And that's it. That's all you missed. Not much. But my laptop will apparently not pick up the mouse, so now I have to play with the pad that's on the laptop, and that's actually much more difficult. And for me. I don't know about anybody else, but it's difficult for me. Okay, I don't want that little shit to die, so I'm just gonna cover it with infantry units.
Are you recording yourself for anything?
Yes, Sabrina, I am.
I'm just asking.
It's
You
a.
should have brought a big chair over.
I'm fine with just this. And that shit is almost dead. God damn it. Alright. I'm also gonna have to kill that motorized infantry. And like I said, the Soviets aren't trying to kill me at the moment, so I should be fine for a little longer. I'm not entirely sure, don't quote me on that. Alright, what's going on in the Pacific? I gotta move that battleship into the port, because the Soviets will try to take it like the bitches that they are. Alright, so I can take conqueror easily now. This is gonna be a hellish 30 minutes. Actually, I should probably move those two battleships over here so that I can protect Western Philippines. Alright, that's all I can do. Hopefully this mouse starts to work again soon, because that mouse is actually easier to use. Because then I don't have to use both my hands, and I'm not restricted to this small rectangle on my laptop. Not sure if England is attacking the rocket artillery. And it doesn't matter now, because it's dead. Because I'm that fucking good. And then England just somehow completely destroys its motorized infantry. I don't know how, but it did. They did. Don't know what to say about it, but I'm not complaining. Alright. I have to take Chongqing now. Chongqing. The units in there are dead. Now it's just the Now it's just the infrastructure. Yeah, can't speak. Shanghai will continue to get bombed by my battleship. Alright. I might be able to hold on to Hong Kong. India might try their hardest to take it, but I won't let India take it, and if they do take it, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. If they magically pull a Hong Kong victory out of their ass, I will kill myself. I will stop this Let's Play. Oh boy, the Soviets have landed. Your invasion is pointless. You only have one motorized. You won't be able to take a Sapporo at all. Actually, I might be able to just kill it and then paradrop into that little province. Because I don't want the Soviets to just make some sort of bunker there. Alright. Let's take that British city. It'll be easier on me. Alright, next turn. Actually, no, I did not deal with Midway yet. Now see, this little battle normally happens up by the mainland, the homeland, but the Americans did not move their ships at all when I thought they would. So I was just able to start the invasion of Midway early. And this is what happens. The battle takes place at actual Midway instead of, you know, fucking up here. Like this is the general actual area it's supposed to take place. It usually takes place, but the Americans just didn't move their carriers or any of their ships as a matter of fact. So I was just basically sitting like around here with my one carrier, and then over in the Philippine Sea with my other carrier, and we were just being gay. So alright, that's the end of that turn. Nothing else I can do. The Germans are getting fucked. They always get fucked in the ass. Unless if you continue the invasion of the Soviets, if you continue pushing through that large front here, where it's looking at now, if you continue to push down that way, Soviets will have to divert their forces. Well, they don't have to, but it's a smart idea for them, and they do it. So the Germans would have much less pressure on them, and they would actually be able to come back. They would be able to survive, but they wouldn't be the superpower at the end of the game that you would think they would be. They'd just be like one city country, like Hong Kong now. Hong Kong now is basically would be Germany in this game. Just a one city country. Singapore, Hong Kong, Macau. Don't know if I pronounced that right. Again, please don't hate me for butchering foreign city names. Luxembourg, Liechtenstein, which would be like right here between Switzerland and Austria. Right here, probably. Luxembourg, which would be about right here in this little wooden not wooden, Wood's place. No, not. It would not border the Netherlands because Luxembourg does not border the Netherlands whatsoever. Danzig, stuff like that. So, what do we do now? What are we gonna do now? Should I take Borneo just for the shits and giggles? How much do I need? 150, 300, 450. So I'd be cut down to about 460, probably 470. Yeah, 470. I'd be cut down to 470 gold, and I would have to deal with that. So I'm not gonna waste gold on some meaningless island that doesn't even provide me with anything. It just basically gives the British a reason to land there. That's basically the purpose of taking Borneo. I believe in 43 there's like an oil field in a city, but you normally, if you were to invade Borneo, you would put one here and one on the tip. The tip would go about here into the mountainside. The other two would go to the southern part of Borneo. And that's basically just how you clear Borneo in 2 turns. 450 gold to just clear Borneo. Now for if you were in 1943, that's a different story. I don't know what you need to do in 1943. I still haven't figured it out, but a lot more complicated. Don't know how much it would cost, don't know how much forces I would need, what I would need to do, all that kind of stuff. But I do know I would need to land in the 2 resource provinces first, if I could, with Manila. Alright. So. Alright. End the turn. Now, normally I would see France lose Paris in this game, in this year. France would lose Paris, and then the British would take it back. But there would be very slight chance that, oh, they did take Paris. So, France cannot take Paris back. It's Britain that can only take Paris back. And then they would move around and then retake northern France, push south. France still has Bordeaux, though. Romania took Lyon and Marseille. Sorry if I butchered it again. I'm gonna continue butchering it. Most likely. But if you guys correct me, I'm probably still gonna butcher it, because I don't give a shit what people tell me. At this point in life, I don't give a shit about what others say. I've already went through enough shit. But that's all of Western China done with. Yeah, all of Western China. Now it's just the eastern part, and it's basically southeastern and the northeastern, just the eastern part in general. The southern part of China has basically fallen. It is just 3 cities left: Shanghai, Nanking, Nanjing, and Wuhan. I'm not gonna apologize anymore if I butcher names, because now I'm just trying to butcher it. Wuhan, Shanghai, Nanking. Alright, so we still need to stop the. Normally there would be a large invasion of Taiwan, but the British and the Indians are taking their sweet ass time, which I am honestly really happy about, because that means I don't need to waste even the smallest amount of resources on fucking Taiwan. Taiwan shouldn't have to be a problem for me, but it is. Like, I need to protect it in order to protect my mainland. Because once I would lose Taiwan, they would just shove forces into China, into fucking my mainland, and it would just be fucking annoying to deal with. Because I would have to retake it. I'd have to send my navy from Midway all the way back to Taiwan, and then I'd be able to continue from there. There we go. Alaska has fallen. Kamchatka. I'm trying to take Kamchatka, but I can't. Not this turn, not the next turn. Probably 3 or 4 turns I'll have Kamchatka. I mean, not the very tip of Kamchatka. I need to use resources to take that, but I'm not gonna waste them. I'm not gonna waste them on some stupid point that the Soviets can't even put troops on. So there's really no point in spending any more resources for Kamchatka, as long as I get this oil field and that port. That way the Soviets basically can't do anything anymore in the Pacific. Like, they can still have a small navy in the east, but it would be a pain in the ass to deal with, but it's just pointless for the Soviets to even try. Still, I forget what place would be best to take for economy wise, and not just oil and steel. Like, oil and steel is no problem. Oil and steel I can deal with not having to take that much. Because with China, with where are the places? So with, like, right here mainly, I get 50 oil from just this small place. What's another example? In Korea, I get 20 from here. I get 10 from here. 40. It's just, there's so much stuff that I take and I keep, and then there's another 10 up in Russia. I know that. 40. I don't have to worry about oil. Steel is not a problem, because when you take buildings, you get just 10 steel, and you basically use steel to create forces. So again, not a problem. The real problem is the economy and the fucking money. That's what the real problem is. But once I take more shit, there's eventually gonna be a point where I get up to 9,999 coins, like gold wise. And that's gonna be fucking fantastic, because I'm gonna be bombing everything, and it's gonna be wonderful. There's gonna be a point where there's just Africa, probably. There's either gonna be just Africa or one city in Canada that I just don't bother to deal with until the very end. Oh boy, Britain is sending in commandos. I want to deal with them quick. Oh boy. Yeah, that's not good for me. I still need to kill this carrier. Like, this carrier needs to die. Because if I don't deal with that stupid fucking carrier, then I will be down on my knees begging for mercy. But the Americans and the Canadians really want fucking Midway back. Because they're sending commandos, artillery, a tank, regular infantry. And, oh, I fucking thought my rocket artillery died some fucking how. God damn, fucking scared the shit out of me. I was wondering how the fuck they died, because fucking Vancouver shouldn't be able to reach Anchorage. Oh boy, that fucking scared me. Alright, so now it's just Nanking and Shanghai. If they take back Wuhan, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, Germany has Munich, Vienna, probably a couple other cities left, and then I'm just here in the east, like, not even bothering to reinforce the Soviet border that I have. Because the Soviets aren't going to do anything to me. Like, they're not going to do jack shit. I'm just going to be sitting here dealing with the Indians, the Chinese, British, French, Australians. Oh, and by the way, there's the one city in Australia, Brisbane. It's really fucking hard to kill. Like, it's really fucking hard to take, and it pisses me off every fucking time. Because I forget about fucking Brisbane, and then at the end of the game, I'm just like, oh, where the fuck am I supposed to attack? I'm just looking around all over the fucking world, like, where the fuck am I supposed to attack? What the fuck is this last city? I'm betting I'm gonna do it this game, too. I am 100% betting it. And I don't even have to purposely forget. Like, Brisbane is just Australia is just some remote place where they can't really fight back. They just try to defend once they have Brisbane left. If you limit them down to Brisbane, then they won't be able to do anything. They won't move. They won't do jack shit. Like, take all the ports. Take everything else, just leave them with just Brisbane, and they won't do jack shit. They'll just kill anything that's around Brisbane. Oh, fuck you. Get out of there. Get out of there, Canada. Thank you. Now I need to kill the Americans. And I have so many battleships down here. That is not even funny. Alright, so that tank is dead. Now it's just artillery and commando. The Americans are I'm gonna pull this tank back and let the Americans land in Midway so that I can just bomb the shit out of them. Because they're weak on land. Every single land troop that tries to fight Navy won't be able to do jack shit. This happened to me so many times that whenever there is Navy near my infantry, I just back the infantry away. Like, there's no point in trying to fight it. Unless it's at, like, 1% health. In which case, you fight the shit out of that battleship. I just like to see a video where someone took down a battleship with like an M1 Grand, just fires a shot, takes down a battleship. That would be fucking awesome. I would love to see that. I'd pay $100,000 if I had the money just to see that. Because that would be fucking awesome. I'd like to see living proof that someone took down a fucking ship with one bullet. And they have to be, like, outside of the ship. They have to actually be on land. They can't be, like, on the ship. Just imagine seeing someone with an M1 Grand fires a shot at a battleship just for self-defense purposes and somehow blows the ship into pieces. And it sinks completely. Like, that would be surprising. That would be the best fucking thing ever to fucking see. Like, sir, you are now president. I will vote for you. Because we will not fucking lose anything with you. I mean, I'm over-exaggerating a bit, but it'd still be fucking awesome. Alright. Why not just send this battleship for the shits and giggles? Alright, 1 or 2 more turns, and then I'm gonna stop the video. Because we are about getting to the time. Britain is kicking Germany's ass. They've taken Berlin, Brussels, Paris back. The Americans have a city as well. So, once I take all of the Americas, I'm still gonna have to deal with Cologne, whatever the fuck you say it. But this is a fun game. I love this game. It is really interesting. I love war games. I'm gonna admit, I love war games. I love the shit behind it. And I just got a Snapchat. I don't know who from. I'm not gonna bother looking at it until I'm done here, cause I don't have that much time left. So I'm not gonna waste it looking at my phone like, oh, who's this from? Cause it's probably from fucking EJ, little prick that he is. The French are trying to attack Manila. Why am I going down to Hawaii? Alright, so the Americans have reached Midway. I'm fucking retreating this truck so that they can't fucking kill it. If I can kill that commando troop while it is right next to the fucking city, that would be the best fucking thing I've seen in years. Please. Nope. Alright, no big deal. It will die in Midway. Doesn't matter. The Americans are really trying to take back Midway. Midway was an important strategic island in the Pacific for the Americans, because it was their last line of defense to protect Hawaii. And Hawaii went through enough shit. Hawaii went through enough shit, and if the Japanese were able to take Hawaii, they'd have a straight shot for the mainland America. And while they would not be able to pull it off, it still would be damaging. And in Midway, we basically destroyed all of their carriers, or almost all, but we definitely did some great damage in Midway, causing the Japanese to go into a defensive stance, and then we fucked Japan in the ass, basically. And I know there's a lot of debate about the 2 nuclear bombs that went off in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They were necessary. Those 2 bombs were necessary, because if we tried an invasion of the fucking mainland, we'd lose too many troops, too many people would die for no fucking reason, and then just a quarantine of a blockade of the island. It would require too many resources, too many shit to deal with, and the Japanese would just try to destroy the ships. Like, they would have shit on their mainland to destroy ships. It's quite obvious that they would, because even I worry so much about my fucking mainland that if I see a single ship come up, I use Tokyo to fucking bomb the shit out of it. Like, you want to defend the mainland for Japan. It's obvious. They take if the enemy takes the mainland of Japan, or if they even land, you have to defend that shit. You have to defend fucking Tokyo. Alright, well, that's the end of this turn, and that's the end of this video. So, I'm just gonna end the turn and end the video. Let's actually look at Europe first. I actually want to see how Europe is going for the fucking countries. So Germany controls northwestern. They have actually defended Finland well enough. They've taken Leningrad, they've taken Riga, they've protected Helsinki, basically. The Norwegians are still alive. They have not taken Oslo. And then they also have Copenhagen, so they're doing well there in the north. But the British, the Americans, they have invaded from the west. They are taking everything west. Germany has nothing left over in France. And then the Soviets have come from the east. The Soviets actually, the only thing the Soviets control that was German right now is Prague. And that's still very low. So, like, Munich could take back Prague, and then the Americans would come in, or even like the British with their level 3 airport. So, yeah, the Germans are screwed. The Italians, how are the Italians doing? They've actually defended their mainland. They've lost one city in Libya, that's it. But they've done damage to Algiers. They've protected their mainland. And apparently the Germans took a city from Italy. Greece is defeated, Yugoslavia is defeated, Bulgaria has actually been taken back by Italy. So I'm surprised that Italy has pushed the Soviets back, because that's the only fucking person that would be able to do that. The Indians are trying to take Sevastopol. They are. And if they do, I'm gonna cry, because that means I have to actually move through all... I actually would have to move through all of India to be safe. Battery low on 7%. Alright, I'm gonna end it. See you guys. Have a great time.